As many of you may know, there are some huge and really innovative companies that are filing for IPO. I already did a video talking about Airbnb, and in today's video I will talk about 2 other IPOs that are coming up. Hello guys, in today's video I will give you guys my opinion on Palantir and Snowflakes IPO. I will do a quick overview of the company, their financials, and everything I know about them. Please smash that like button and subscribe since it really helps my channel out. But first, let me explain some things. After I posted my Airbnb IPO video, the most asked question was how to invest in an IPO. There are several ways to do that. You can either invest before it is publicly traded or after it is publicly traded. To invest after it is publicly traded, you just have to wait until it is available in your brokerage as any other stock and invest in it. To invest before it is publicly traded, you have several options. The first one is to speak with an advisor firm that specializes in pre-IPO shares and capital raisings. And then they will help you invest in those IPOs. But the easiest way to do it for us retail investors is, in my opinion, with Webull. Last year, we will partner with Click IPO to allow IPO access to Webull customers directly through their app. In my opinion, this is the simplest way to invest in pre-IPOs. Right now, they have a limited promotion in which you are able to get 2 free stocks after you open an account with them and deposit $100. The link for that is the first one in the description below. For full transparency, I'm affiliated with Webull, so I may get a small commission if you sign up with my link. Again, this is, in my opinion, the easiest way to invest in a pre-IPO. So the first company in this list is the most requested one, and it is called Palantir, which is planning on going public with the ticker symbol PLTR. This is one of the most valuable private technology companies, and you're going to see why. Companies tend to go public because they want to raise interest-free capital from the public, and they have 2 ways of doing that. The first one is by an IPO, or initial public offering, and the second one is a direct listing. An IPO creates new shares of the company and are underwritten by an intermediary, which helps the company with their process, regulatory requirements, fees, and more. Then the other way is called direct listing. This one is when a company wants to go public but don't want to pay for an underwriter or may not want to dilute their existing shares by creating new ones like they do with IPO, or also if the company wants to avoid the lockup period. Remember that the lockup period is a time that prevents insiders from selling their shares for a defined period of time. In this case, Palantir wants to do a direct listing, just how Spotify and Slack went public. Now, Palantir is a company that specializes in big data analytics. As it says in their website, we build software that lets organizations integrate their data, their decisions, and their operation into one platform. Our software empowers entire organizations to answer complex questions quickly by bringing the right data to the people who need it. For example, they help companies and government agencies like the CIA to find solutions to the hardest problems that they normally face. They have been credited to helping track and show the location of Osama bin Laden, and have also helped BP find oil, which is a very interesting story. If you would like to know more about it, I'll link this article down below. Now, Palantir offered 2 different products. The first one is called Palantir Gotham. This product integrates, manages, secures, and analyzes all of their enterprise data. They primarily work with government agencies that are trying to perform a huge analysis to help them find solutions with terrorists, drug trafficking, natural disasters, and more. For example, in 2018, Palantir Gotham was used by military veterans to be able to collaborate on planning and executing 6 consecutive operations. Imagine all the data analytics that goes behind those operations. They combine publicly available flood data with weather information and social vulnerability census data to find the communities in greatest need. Basically, Palantir Gotham helps them respond faster in this type of situation. Then the second product is called Palantir Foundry, which enables Palantir engineers to help their customers by taking their organization and transforming their data into a competitive advantage for the company. Palantir is able to work and improve different industries such as the automotive industry, AI, case management, cyber, insurance, and more. And tons of well-known companies have been using their technology for a while now. For example, Airbus uses Palantir Foundry as the company's core data platform. BP uses Palantir to build out a data analytics platform for its oil and gas production team. Even the US Department of Defense uses their software for intelligence analysis to plan and combat operations. In my opinion, I like that they have contracts with these huge well-known companies and with the government, since it gives Palantir a type of stability for the long term and also makes me trust the company. I do not think that the US government is going to provide all their data to a company that they do not trust. Now, they have already released their prospectus. As you can see, their revenue has been increasing a lot and has actually accelerated this year. They saw an increase of 24.7% in revenue from 2018 to 2019, but from the first 6 months of 2019 to 2020, their revenue grew almost 50% year over year. They are not a profitable company, but they explained that their results have been improving significantly in the recent years. This year, their net loss actually decreased by more than 40% in comparison to the first 6 months of 2019, while between 2018 to 2019, it only improved almost 2%. They are a well-diversified company since they have different types of customers. 53% of their customers are commercial, while 47% are government agencies. The most impressive thing is how expanded they are internationally speaking. In 2019, 40% of their revenue was from US customers, while 60% was from international customers. Their contribution margin, which represents the incremental money generated for each product unit sold after deducting the variable portion of the firm's cost, has been increasing. In this case, Palantir's contribution margin measures the efficiency in selling and delivering their software to customers, which, as you can see, has accelerated their growth. I do have to say that I am very interested in this company. Their product and services are really innovative. It is used by huge and well-known companies, has a lot of contract with the government, their revenue is exponentially increasing, and their loss is exponentially decreasing. Do not see them disappearing since they have a very stable business. It is one of the most valuable private technology companies in Silicon Valley with a valuation of $20 billion. I really want to know what you think about Palantir. Will you invest in their IPO? Next company in today's list is Snowflakes. Snowflakes is a cloud-based data warehousing company that allows users to store and analyze data using cloud-based hardware and software across multiple cloud platforms such as AWS and Microsoft Azure. Companies are also able to transfer that data across those cloud platforms. In other words, in every industry, companies have a huge amount of data that they need to use, analyze, and understand to keep improving and innovating their business. Snowflakes has actually created a data platform that allows users to share data securely at a lower cost. How their business works is that customers are not charged on a subscription model. Instead, they are charged upon usage of their service. It is not a secret that more and more companies are becoming data-focused companies, and they have to do that in a cost-effective and quick way. We have also seen a huge increase in demand for cloud computing, and even more with working from home, which is actually helping companies like Snowflake to accelerate their growth. Snowflake's revenue jumped from $104 million in the first half of 2019 to $242 million in the same period this year. Its gross profit almost tripled, showing that the company is generating more earnings as it grows. Also, Snowflakes raised $479 million with a $12.4 billion valuation back in February, which is a huge growth since in 2018 their valuation was around $4 billion. That is more than a 200% growth within 2 years. Right now, the company is aiming for a valuation of $20 billion as well, and has already raised $1.4 billion from investors including Sequoia and Iconic Capital. Something I liked a lot about Snowflakes is their customers. They have huge customers like Square, DoorDash, Netflix, Adobe, and the list goes on. I do think that Snowflakes has huge growth potential since their revenue is exponentially increasing and still have a lot of room to grow since the cloud storage market is expected to grow at a rate of 20 to 25% year over year and be a $222.25 billion market by 2027. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you learned something or want to support the channel, please smash that like button and subscribe since it really helps my channel out. Thank you and see you next time.